over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
The Browns first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 34. And right away, he'll look to throw.
Number 24.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He was taken
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 81,
Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a throw here, hauled in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Sam Darnold.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Makes the score Browns 7.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gore. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Gore, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's a
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Browns 14, Jets 3.
Darnold on third down. He finds his target. It's Crowder.
That's good.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
First and 10 at the
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. They run the option here on first and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 14.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gore. And he'll take Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On the tackle.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their
Jarvis Landry, helmet back on and ready to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Quinnen Williams.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
With the give.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous.
Mayfield
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Browns first down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Mayfield on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. This pass complete to Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First down.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up third down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Parkey with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to render late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Gore. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much.
He's tackled
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good for a Jets.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the 50, it's Darnold. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breshad Perriman, 45 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They run. Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Mayfield's pass complete.
A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. On this one, that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Darnold. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 80.
Jarvis Landry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Play action. It's Darnold.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo.
Darnold's pass intercepted by the Browns.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Browns ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes the score.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Cody Parkey set to kick.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Airing one out for Crowder. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46, boys.
Mayfield now. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hurry!
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Point it right.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Parkey for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Cody Parkey.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
51 to Mike. Come on, D. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
A first down throw, Darnold. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold, the tight end, Herndon with it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Darnold to throw again. That is caught. It's Perriman. And some room to roam now. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the Browns first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt.
Number 27.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.